have the means to unite the country, the world, in seconds.
It's perfect.
Imagine putting that power in everyone's hands.
Japan, Zurich, LA on board?
The network. Everything's in place.
Is the network secure?
Banks should be this secure.
Activate the network.
Introducing MCI Fax, the world's dedicated fax network. Now send documents with the speed, the quality, the power only a dedicated network can provide.
What a beautiful day for a revolution.
With MCI Fax, it's there already.
To turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, you need to know how things should be. Fabergé, what an egg should be. Stradivarius, what a fiddle should be. And Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
Announcing the Holiday Inn Make the Super Call game. Come to Holiday Inn, get a game card. Now, Super Bowl 18. 4 minutes to go. Raiders face a 4th and goal. You call it. Scratch off the right play, and you win. Thousands of prizes. Even a trip to the Super Bowl. Everybody's getting into it.
Only at America's favorite hotel. For reservations, make the Super Call.
Tommy!
Dad, I'm practicing.
Well, practice eating your breakfast. So, you busy later on? You want to rake a few leaves?
No. Mom, did Kevin call? Ooh, Kevin.
Kevin, only about 4 or 5 times.
I saw him giving Debbie Green a ride yesterday. Grow up.
Cut it out.
Teach him some shoot.
Outside with that.
Bye, Mom.
The new 96-ounce bottle from Minute Maid.
Who's Kevin?
A new way to get a handle on your morning.
Herman Wouk's War and Remembrance will continue in a moment.
An ABC News brief. Now from Washington, Ted Koppel.
Good evening. Hoping to calm jittery financial markets, President-elect Bush today asked Nicholas Brady to remain as Treasury Secretary and lead a fresh assault on the deficit. In the occupied territories, Israel imposed the most extensive military crackdown in 20 years, hours after the Palestine National Council declared an independent Palestinian state there and recognized Israel's right to exist. More on that story tonight on Nightline.
So tell me, how long before our TV's fixed?
Look, mister, we don't fix them ourselves. We got to send them somewhere else, so could be a while.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again. Some sunny day.
Getting service from most appliance stores can mean a long, painful separation. But Highland has its own service department, so you can count on Highland to fix it fast. At other places?
Well, we still have a radio.
And I know we'll meet again.
Hope that doesn't need to be fixed.
Sunny day.
Jane Seymour and the trauma of filming in the death camps at 11.
Sable is a Mercury, so naturally it's comfortable. Comfortable even in the corners. Comfort and control together in one car. Isn't it time you looked into a Mercury where comfort and control are one?
Even when all of Company B heads for the phone, it's no problem for Gail Godfrey.
Delta Airlines, Gail Godfrey.
Y'all fly to Lubbock, Texas?
Yes, that is confirmed.
I got some friends who want to talk to you now. Just hold on a second. Thank you. Cincinnati, Ohio. New York City. Monroe, Louisiana.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
San Jose, California. Portland, Oregon. Here, Montana.
You're all set. Thank you for calling, Delta.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Gail. Did you get many calls this afternoon? One.
Delta, we love to fly, and it shows.
A few years ago, I would have had trouble walking up this hill. I smoked, I drank, I was fat, and I hadn't done a lick of exercise in my life. So I started jogging. Who says you can't run away from your problems?
Everywhere you go, you see them. Those human zooms. Back and forth they go, trying to get just the pictures they want. Don't they know Pentax now has an IQ zoom for everyone? The Pentax IQ Zoom 70 and now the IQ Zoom 60, both with a motorized zoom lens. So you can get this, and everything in between. Get a Pentax IQ Zoom and get the pictures you want. Let Pentax do the zooming so you can keep on moving.
My brother just did something very smart.
Very smart.
He got this amazing new picture-in-picture TV.
Yep, Magnavox did it again.
Now we could watch 2 shows at once, so we never fight over the TV anymore.
We hardly never, in fact, we never fight anymore.
We could watch one show and preview another.
We can even reverse the picture.
How smart of Tom to get a TV this smart?
How smart of him to say how smart I are.
How smart I are?
Him, too.
Magnavox. Smart choice. Very smart.
Herman Wouk's War and Remembrance will return in a moment. Tomorrow night, War and Remembrance begins at 8:30, 7:30 Central and Mountain on ABC.
Turn to War and Remembrance in a moment. But first, this is a Newswatch 28 news brief.
Here's a tip for heating your home. Replace your old furnace with a modern electric heat pump.
Call your local power company for more information on the modern electric heat pump.
Good evening. Coming up on Newswatch 28 tonight at 11, who knew what in the apparent case of selling dogs for research in LaPorte County. Also, we have an exclusive interview with Jane Seymour, her moving and sometimes traumatic experience filming War and Remembrance in the death camps of Poland. Also tonight, part 2 of our special report, Crazy About Cats. This evening, the eternal battle, cat lovers against cat haters. More in a moment.
We help you through the house. Now you're taking care of 3. Working and loving your new family.
Your electric home.
Always at your fingertips. Always by your side.
Today and tomorrow, it's your best energy value.
Making sure you can get the most out of life.
More rain tomorrow, the complete forecast and more at 11.
Stay tuned for scenes from the continuation of Herman Wouk's War and Remembrance.
Next to yours, this is the set of gums dentists care about most. In fact, more dentists and their families chew Trident than all other sugarless gums combined. Trident, millions of teeth, can't be wrong. What gum has enough good taste to do a commercial like this? Trident, of course, because when you've got 5 mouth-watering flavors that taste this good, you don't need to make a lot of noise. Trident, millions of teeth can't be wrong.
The '89 Ford Bronco 2, with its new aerodynamic design, fuel-injected V6 engine, and a new, more versatile interior, you can definitely say it's made for the best of times. And with Bronco 2's anti-lock rear brakes and available 4-wheel drive at the touch of a button, you could also say it's made for the worst of times.
See the entire lineup of tough Ford trucks during the Ford Truck Month celebration.
A cheese riddle. Hey, Mom, what do you get when you add melted cheddar cheese to ordinary broccoli? Oohs and ahs. Yes, cheese makes it taste better. So don't forget the cheese. Another cheese riddle. Say, man, what do you get when you add Monterey Jack cheese to plain chili? Happy cowboys. Cheese makes it taste even better, so don't forget the cheese.
This is a butter pecan drumstick, so it must be Friday. I don't work all week for nothing. Toasted pecans, Swiss buttercream on top of real butter pecan ice cream. If you can eat a butter pecan drumstick and you're still feeling stress, you've had a very bad week. You poor baby.
Only Drumstick gives you 8 ways to Sunday.
Good evening, I'm Michelle Gary. There were some very difficult scenes for Jane Seymour in War and Remembrance this evening. In our exclusive interview with her, she tells us how she managed to get through the Nazi death camp scenes in what is probably the role of her life.
When I was in Auschwitz, I just totally went off the deep end.
We'll have more on that exclusive interview with Jane Seymour on Newswatch 28. And if you just love cats, we have the perfect series for you, Crazy About Cats. Join us for Newswatch 28 tonight at 11.
What's that fragrance you're wearing?
Make a statement without saying a word. Once, you lived in sacred temples, worshipped, cherished, adored. Finally, there's a food worthy of your heritage. New Sheba, morsels of fine meat, especially selected for extraordinary taste. New Sheba, to be served by people who continue to cherish the cat.
If you used to take capsules, the makers of Tylenol have just come up with something better. New extra-strength Tylenol gel caps. They're gelatin-coated, and compared to capsules, gel caps are 33% smaller, with all that extra-strength pain relief concentrated into a solid center under a smooth gelatin coating. So gel caps are actually easier to swallow. If you used to take capsules, try new extra-strength Tylenol gel caps. It's not a capsule, it's better.
Tomorrow night.
Here we go!
When you come back, and you will, I'll be here.
Go to General Quarters, Commander Grigg. Full submarine alert.
Are you having an affair with my husband?
Dad, don't worry. I'm gonna do all right.
I know you will, son.
Your husband is the most attractive man I've ever met.
Tomorrow night, War and Remembrance continues at 8:30, 7:30 Central. Something special's happening 2 weeks from tonight.
When did you lose your virginity?
Are we gonna end up liking each other after this?
ABC presents very special television, the best of the first 50 Barbara Walters specials.
Now, 12 years, 120 guests, and 50 shows later, the biggest laughs, the tenderest moments.
Stop putting me on the spot.
Come on. Are you worried about putting on weight? You wouldn't care if you got fat? I am fat. You don't sign autographs.
Well, I'll tell you when I stop signing them.
I got the magic. I found... Are you bisexual?
Yeah, of course I am.
One of those questions, huh?
Hear Bing Crosby and John Wayne's last interviews.
Women scare the hell out of you?
Yeah, I'm scared to death.
I go show business, you know, I'm in it.
Stay up and watch the show. The rating.
Don't miss the 50th Barbara Walters special in 2 weeks. And 3 weeks from tonight, it's the kickoff of television's best night of viewing.
The best, none better.
Because there's something happening each and every week, now that Tuesday's all together on ABC. First, 5 years running.
Pretty neat, huh?
And still cooking on all cylinders, it's Who's the Boss?
It's smile time again.
Tony Danza stars in the show.
Don't you look spiffy?
No, I'm gonna defrost the refrigerator.
That's never lost a beat and is still #1 in your heart. Who's the boss? Then she loves her husband.
Give up on romance and get married.
Work for us.
Adores her kids.
Roseanne, you got something for a headache? 3 screaming kids.
She's just got a funny way of showing it.
There's no way we'd embarrass you.
And that's why USA Today called Roseanne the biggest hit of the year.
Well, you're really spoiled, because, you know, you live with me, you're used to perfection.
And on the premiere of Moonlighting, it scenes you never thought you'd see. See David host a pageant. See David quit his job. And watch as Maddie and David share quality screen time together. It's the season premiere of Moonlighting.
Good going.
Then last season's most talked about show returns.
It glows, it shines, it cleans.
Winner of 4 Emmy Awards, including Best Dramatic Series, Best Writing,
Get an idea.
and Best Supporting Actress, 30-something. Tuesdays all together, 3 weeks from tonight. Tonight's presentation brought to you by the trucks that are built Ford tough. See the new '89 Ford trucks now. And Gold MasterCard, the world's #1 gold card.
Good evening, I'm Peter Jennings, and they have given me a couple of moments here to tell you about something that is happening which is new on World News Tonight. It is called American Agenda. It's a daily segment on the broadcast. It's about us all and the information we need to make choices about health, your job, your pocketbook, your child's education, the environment we all share, crime in your neighborhoods.
Take it on home to Grandma. It was a perfect drop. Put it right in the middle of the strip. Take it on home to Papa.
Drugs are on the American agenda.
There's more drugs coming into this country now than ever before in the history of the United States.
Even though the U.S. government spends $1.5 billion a year trying to stop drugs, the fact remains that all of these efforts in the air, at sea, and on the ground simply are not working.
On American Agenda, we'll point out that some problems do have solutions.
Sterling, Kansas, population 2,500. Drugs have invaded thousands of little towns like this. Drugs have invaded almost anywhere there are people and dollars.
I've snorted cocaine and crystal. Marijuana, you know, it's all over. Just like the streets of L.A. or New York or whatever.
Cities and towns across America with limited resources, like Sterling, are looking for help. In Sterling, the state of Kansas offered a hand, money and expertise for drug enforcement, and treatment and education. On the American Agenda, we will look to see if what works in one place works in another. Health is on the American Agenda. What can be done for the millions of working Americans who have no health insurance and are increasingly being buried by their medical bills?
It just never stops. You think you have $10 extra, and boom, it's gone.
6-year-old Jason Fenari has brain damage. His father gets no health insurance on the job. The family is $20,000 in debt. There is a program in Massachusetts which would force employers to insure workers in return for state tax breaks. One idea which may benefit millions, or maybe too expensive. So those are some of the questions American Agenda will raise. We hope you'll join us on World News Tonight. We think that some issues are more important than others, and thus they'll get more time.
The American Agenda, every weeknight on ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Next on Newswatch 28 tonight, concerns that dogs from the LaPorte County Small Animal Shelter were first used in fights and then illegally sold for research. George Bush picks a longtime friend, Nicholas Brady, to head up the Treasury Department.
The struggle for power in the Indiana House is brewing again tonight. We'll have an exclusive interview with the talented and gorgeous actress Jane Seymour. Tonight, reliving the horrors of the Nazi death camps as Natalie in War and Remembrance. Plus, we'll continue our special report, Crazy About Cats. Tonight, the never-ending battle between cat lovers and cat haters.
In sports, Scott Hoke has loads of NBA action.
And Michelle Hamrick says the rains will return. Stay with us.
Newswatch 28 tonight is next. More than 3,000 communities in 20 states, families, businesses, and institutions all depend on United Telephone System to meet their diverse